Welcome back, humans! I'm back with another end of the week vent session. And before I get started, I would appreciate it if you would hit that subscription, smash the like button, turn on those notifications because I'm here twice a week. And like I said, man, between these times, all this dirt comes out. Everybody be everybody just be doing something crazy, and just topics be jumping out of nowhere. They just be coming out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But you know what it is? Tonight's fight night, like it is on every Saturday night. There's always a fight night. There's some boxing tonight, lots of boxing. We ain't going to see that Tiafimo fight, obviously, which would have been tonight. And then there's some UFC tonight. Man, there's like a really nice fight card coming up. And I got some good vents also. I got some vents after the fight talk. You know what I'm saying? You know how it goes. Do the fight talk, and then I'm venting. You know what I'm saying? And there's vents during the fight talk because I'm real pissed about this Tiafimo fight. And I hear he's trying to get out of his Triller contract now, I think. And I heard he's getting a nice little, from what I hear, I don't know if this is true or not, but I've been hearing the rumor mill that he's like got a rumor going back to like Top Rank. Like they're getting him a nice little contract together for Top Rank so he can get some fights on, because I don't know what's going on, man. He'd probably be on these big fights that are coming on tonight. But anyways, tonight we got one of the Charlo brothers coming out, Charlo. He's fighting Montiel, and this is going to be a nice fight. I think Charlo's still the favorite, and he's making a title defense. I think he's at like the 160 range, and this is going to be a good fight. The reason I say I hope he wins because it'll put him on this collision course with Canelo. I think he's going to end up meeting Canelo one way or another. They're going to have to fight. Whether it's like going to be like competitive or not, I kind of think it's going to be exciting because he's a good fighter. You know what I mean? He's got a good chin. He's got some good skill, some decent power. And I think it'd be a good fight when these two meet each other. But I would still favor Canelo as far as winning. But I still want to see that fight. So I want him to win tonight so they could probably start talking, putting those fights in the talk. You know, and put them in the works. You know what I'm saying? Start getting in everybody's ears about, trying to get the Charlo brothers and Canelo. Because I think Canelo's lined up to fight Caleb Plant in like September or something like that, or sometime in the fall, which is going to be a good fight too. Caleb Plant looks like a good fighter. So we'll see how he gauges up against Canelo. And he's a big kid, and he can box and move. So we'll see how that goes. You know what I'm saying? He's a good puncher. You know what I'm saying? And but anyways, you got Charlo. Like I said, he's fighting Gabriel Rasado. He's a really good fighter. He's fighting. I forget how you say this guy's name. So it's like I'll try to say it anyways. It's like Melikusiev, maybe something like that. Melikusiev. But they're fighting tonight. I'm a fan of Rasado's. And he's got Freddie Roach in the corner. You know, he's a fucking wild card trainer. You know what I'm saying? And he's going in the ring tonight. And also, like I said, there's a legend fighting tonight in a nice exhibition. Julio Cesar Chavez. And he's going against Hector Macho Camacho's son, Hector Macho Camacho Jr. And they're doing a 3-round exhibition. And this ought to be interesting because, like I said, they're all getting, tippy. They're all like getting picking at everybody and getting each other's faces, like trying to make it real. So we'll see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Because Julio Cesar Chavez is like 58. He's like 58 years old, and the other dude's like in his 40s. These guys are gonna fight tonight. You know what I'm saying? These old ass dudes. You know what I'm saying? One old dude against another older dude. It's gonna be crazy. And I didn't know Camacho Jr. I didn't really follow him. I guess he had a boxing career, but I didn't really follow him at all. And I think he was like a light heavyweight. He's like a heavier dude. And so they're going to be fighting tonight. And I think Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is fighting tonight, too. I think he's boxing like a UFC fighter. Or if he's fighting UFC. I think he's boxing a UFC fighter. And that ought to be interesting. I don't know what happened with him, man. He looked like he was going to have a real good career. And then it kind of just went somewhere. Like, I don't know what happened. His shit just went like, I don't know. Because he was looking good for a while. He was like taking out fighters, looking real tough, doing that like, dig your chin down and tuck your chin in and do that Mexican-style boxing. And he's a big guy. Like, he's naturally a big guy. And so he was moving up in some weight classes. And then he went up against, Fanfara. I think that's how you say his name. The they call him the something prince, Fanfara. I don't know if he what is it? Polish prince, I think that's what his nickname is. And Fanfara like beat him down, man. I think he like went too high in weight class. But he's a naturally big guy, so it was hard for him to probably, make weight where they have him usually fighting. So he was kind of like losing interest or something, man, because he just kind of started going downhill after that. You know what I'm saying? So, he's getting back in the ring. We'll see how that goes. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's going against what I believe is a UFC fighter, a former UFC fighter, and other Strikeforce and all those other Bellator fighters and all that stuff. And I forget what his name is, but I think he's fighting him, you know what I'm saying, tonight. So we'll see how that goes. It's another good fight night. I love this Saturday because there's always some good fight nights. And like I said, there's also UFC going on. And I forgot how you say his name. Chang Jun. Is that how you say his name? Shang. Is it Shang or Chang Jun? I don't know. But otherwise, a.k.a. known as the Korean Zombie. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting tonight against I Don't Even Care because he's coming back in the ring. And I'm excited to see him and see how good he is and see what's going down because it's been a while. And I'm excited about this fight. You know what I'm saying? And I really did forget the guy's name he's fighting. Like I said, I didn't even care. I was watching the lineups and all that shit and the weigh-ins and stuff, and I was just like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? And I got all hyped up when I saw them guys going to be fighting tonight. And the Paul brothers getting in a fight again, and he's fighting a UFC fighter by the name of Tyrone Woodley. You know what I'm saying? That's a well-known house-known name. And he's got a good striker, good all-around fighter. So I guess these guys are going at it. I forget when their fight is. I have to look it back up. But I seen those guys are going into the fight game. They're going to fight each other, and that ought to be interesting. Just because, I mean, he's probably a better skilled fighter than what the last guys that Jake's been fighting in a while. You know what I mean? Because I mean, most of the guys that he's been fighting has been more like names. You know what I'm saying? Than talent. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, like those guys that he's been fighting. Ben Askren was more of a name, and he got lit up. The Nate Robinson, big name, and then he got lit up, and I forget the other guys. You know what I'm saying? I just totally forget them. One, I don't remember the other one. I don't forget how it goes. But, I want to see him against a real fighter. And I'm not saying like Tyrone Woodley's no world-class boxer or nothing, but I would like to see him against like a real boxer. Like, maybe like I said, like who's fighting tonight, Gabriel Rasado or somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like just a nice seasoned, a seasoned pro and, and Jake will go out there because he's been training probably and sparring professionals and you know what I'm saying. I'm sure he's not sparring no bums, you know what I'm saying? Because he looks like he's pretty decent. So I would like to see how he gauges against a pro. Like, so I would really like to see that if anybody gives him a shot to fight a pro, or does he have to keep looking for, these other kind of fights? But hopefully, hopefully he does get a fight with a pro because I just want to see where he's at, like, skill wise. Just because the guys that he's against usually they just weren't there, like as far as that goes. You know what I mean? Like they just fell for the some like amateur mistakes that boxers make. You know what I mean? And he probably was making those and saw like, oh, that's what I got in trouble with, and he was just like waiting to drop that bomb on you guys. You know what I'm saying? He's got a good punch. He's got a really good right hand. So those guys are gonna be fighting. Like I said, I forget when. And I'm excited to see that. But like I said, tonight's a really good fight night. I'm excited. And, if you guys are, fans of the fight game like I am, you all be tuning in. It's hard to kind of tune them in when they're all going on at the same time. Because lately, all the main events are always super late. Especially in boxing when it's a super big main event. Some of the guys don't get to the ring till like almost midnight. You know what I'm saying? And who knows if Lopez and Kambosos are ever going to get in the ring. I'm going to keep digging on that till this fight happens. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. But yes, tonight is a great fight night, and I hope you guys are tuning in because I will be. And it's going to be some fireworks for sure. People are going to be getting knocked out. People are going to tap out. People are going to get slapped out. And, maybe even a towel thrown in. Maybe somebody's going to quit sitting down in the corner, in the ring, like no mas. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be a great fight night. A great fight night. So let's get on with some events. So we were talking, I was talking, like I said, you doing our usual, bullshitting with the fellas. And the topic came out like about, Like during, like, if your friends or your girlfriend's friends, break up and you happen to be friends as a couple, you're like the couple friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys met through your wife or vice versa. And then, so you guys end up being like really cool friends, get friends that way. You guys are getting, you get semi cool. Maybe you don't hang out all the time, but you guys are semi cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool enough. You know what I mean? Cool enough and safe to say that you guys are friends. You know what I mean? So when you guys always hang out, you guys are chilling, you're having a good time. They're your friends. Then one of them splits up. Whether whatever part of the relationship you are, doesn't matter if you're the man, woman, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever side of the relationship you're on. So your friends, they split up all of a sudden. And I was like, man, have you ever? Because I have. This happened to me. You know what I'm saying? So have you ever lost a friend in the breakup? You know what I'm saying? And so that's how the question came up, and I was asking people, and so I got some good, I got a bunch of replies and things like that. So I was like, have you ever got lost in the breakup? Like, who did you lose in the breakup? Was it your homie or your girlfriend or whatever? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was wondering. And for me, it happened that way. I lost a friend one time during the breakup because you didn't know what to do, because if you're in that situation and you're around the other person after hanging out with the other person, it's awkward because they're wondering if you was talking junk, or he was talking, or she was talking junk, and you don't even know what to say. So it's like better just to like avoid the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's safer. That way I don't get in trouble or in the doghouse, like for, like instigating or anything like that. I just like avoid I just like bow out. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's almost like I surrendered, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, man, I don't know what to do, because I don't want to be put, like, after hanging out a couple times, it was like really weird because people were just like, I wonder if they was talking shit. I was like, damn, like, it wasn't like they said it, but the way they looked, it was like they said it. You know what I'm saying? Like they were like, giving you that fucking, it was like not this look. You just like, psh, you're getting to the side. You know what I mean? Where you're getting like zoomed in, the scope's in, the scope's in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're taking aim. So now I'm like, so a couple times I'm like, man, I didn't like that. That was uncomfortable. I didn't like that situation at all. So now I just avoid that. You know what I'm saying? I just stay away. It's just easier just to stay away from that shit. For me. Unless you like drama. Like, unless you're like a magnet for drama. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even going to put no royalty name on your face. If you're just a drama magnet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put no royalty, no crown or tiara on you because you like drama. You know what I'm saying? No, man. If you like drama and you just creating drama, you know what I'm saying? Just a magnet for it. You're just like sticking to it. You know what I'm saying? Or gorilla glued it. You know what I'm saying? You just sticking to drama. You one of them people, then maybe that's for you. But no way, I'd avoid that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because some people just like drama. I don't know what it is. Like, you just like can avoid it. You know what I'm saying? There's like, I'll be around some people that just can't wait to just start some argument. Like, they ain't happy if they ain't complaining. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, man, how you doing? I don't know. How the fuck are you doing? You look all fucking cheery. And I'm like, oh, great. You know what I'm saying? Jeez. Glad you're in a good mood. Good morning. And it's like, fucking, what's so good about it? It's like, man, it's nice out. And then you got them like, I've seen better. It's like, damn. So it's like drama all day. You know what I'm saying? Or, like, man, things look good today. Things look good. Well, what about this and this? Well, shit. All right, then. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I just ain't going to say nothing. But, yeah, some people just look for it. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll be like, you'll see that lady, talking about some guy she likes or whatever. And she'll be like, man, he's fine, except he's got all this stuff going on. He's always doing this and always doing that. And I don't know this and this and this. And I don't know if I want to I don't even know if I want to go through with it. You hear her talking. And then she was like, but I did give my number. That's a magnet for drama. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Oh, yeah, man, she's got kids, somebody else. They're always fighting. They're always fighting. I know who gets to see the kids. And people just be, I heard it be just police be calling all the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know, man. I was like, so what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to go over there tomorrow. You're a drama magnet. You said you wanted that. So you get everything that happens from that. You know what I'm saying? If you're a magnet for that drama, you got to deal with all that drama. Like people that used to do like hallucinogenics when we were younger, and you'd freak out, and they would call it the bad trip. You just got to remember, you took something that's gonna blow your mind out. You took something that's making everything not the same. And don't forget about that. You forget about it, then you freaked out. Same thing. You know the drama's there, but you're just gonna forget about it till it happens again. Maybe this time it'll be different. It won't be. It's drama. Drama's the same in whatever form that you experience your drama in all the time. It's going to be the same shape or form, color, whatever. And drama was going to be your drama. You ain't going to run from your drama, and you can't get saved from your mama. I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying, there's people that just love that shit. And I just rather just avoid that. So yeah, I've lost some friends in a breakup. And it was like, man, it was a bummer because it was like I said, it made shit awkward. And then I heard some other things, you know what I'm saying, where like other people talking about how they lost friends in the same way, same situation, you know. So I was looking in the news and I saw this crazy headline. It's going around, and some people are trying to, discredit this story, but it's kind of crazy, man. And it would be scary. This ain't the first time it happened. So it's been going around, and people are talking about it, about this guy who was lobster fishing, and he was out there lobster fishing, and apparently he got like sucked up in the whale, like the whale sucked him in his mouth, like he was sucking up some krill, and fucking, or whatever the hell he was bringing up. Usually that's what they eat, I believe, the krill or something, and he got pulled in his mouth. He said he was like looking for the lobster shit, not lobster shit, but looking for the lobsters in shit. You know what I'm saying? And then apparently he said it just went all pitch black around him. And then he said he got swooshed around. He said he was in there what he felt like was 40 seconds. He said maybe 40 seconds. And then got spit out. And I was like, damn, dude. That's crazy. Like, imagine if you would have ate a Snickers. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you see the commercial when like the sharks was all happy as hell when they ate that dude because they even got a bonus because the man did Snickers. Like, what if you had a Snickers in your system and the whale was like, whoa, 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 what's this? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you wouldn't got a swooshed on. And you would have fucking had like hotel whale stomach. You know what I'm saying? That'd have been craziness. You know, what if you saw somebody else in the boat there or some other fish? Like, what are you in for? You know what I'm saying? He was like, lobsters. You know what I'm saying? And there's some other lobsters like, well, can you let us out now because you're in the fucking whale? That's crazy, man. Could have been all different if you had a Snickers. You had a Snickers, the whole game would have changed. That's bananas, man. You got to be crazy out there. And you got to be careful. Not crazy out there. You should be careful out there in the ocean because everybody that loves that stuff, I mean, I commend you for your bravery because you're not in your element. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is your element in a sense, but that's their backyard. You know what I'm saying? Like a shark could come out of nowhere. They're lightning fast. Any other type of predatorial fish or species in the water. And so it's just crazy. You guys are brave out there when you go out there and you see, the things that people go through to get some food or make a living or just even for fun. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy out there. Like there was like people just out chilling at the beach on their floaties and shit. And a whole like big ass fucking herd of fucking hammerhead sharks came on everybody just chilling under the water. Like, and they were on their rafts tripping, man. That I would be scared as hell. Like, oh my gosh, man, if I was in the beach and the sharks was there. If I'm on land, I don't care. But if I was in the actual water and they tell you to be calm and get out, I couldn't do it. I would panic my ass off and swim like crazy. Or run. Or like get some crazy ass fear like Richard Pryor in The Toy when he was getting eaten by the piranhas. And he jumped up on the water and just like ran under the water. You know what I'm saying? That shit would happen to me with my fear. I don't think I would be calm when they say to stay calm. I'd just be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know how fast I'd be swimming. You know what I'm saying? But damn, that would be crazy as heck. Oh man. I mean, if there and some people are trying to say that story's not true, but if it did happen, man, that's wild. Could you imagine? All of a sudden it just gets pitch black, like, because it looks like when you see those those species, what is that? Like those nature films or the nature documentaries. The whale just like the force of the water, like when they eat their food and shit, It's got to be tough. So you probably don't have much control over that when it wants to just bring whatever it wants to bring inside and filter it out. That'd have been crazy, man. You're getting a lobster, all of a sudden, whoosh, and then it spits you out, man. That'd be even scarier. And then you turn around and see this big, giant mass in front of you because I think it's a humpback whale. Like, holy crap! Imagine seeing a whale like that close. You see all the videos that you want and all the films, and it still wouldn't compare to you seeing one yourself. Not only that close. Like you could, you just came out of its mouth. It just spit you out. You know what I'm saying? It used you like a toothpick and just like spit your ass out. And you see this big, giant, beautiful animal. But you would have all kind like, I don't know how you would, I would be afraid, all these things at one time. I'd probably freeze. I don't even know if I could paddle. I don't know what happened. I'd be on autopilot. Who knows? But I mean, just to see it for yourself on that kind of scale would be amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be crazy. Or, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my gosh, when you see those people on the boat and you see that big tail come out, it just shows you how, like, small you are in the world. And you see all, just the ocean alone shows you that. Like, you ain't in control of shit, you know what I'm saying, when you're in the ocean. Those ocean videos are crazy when you see how big those waves are with those ships. Even those, like, big steel, like, aircraft carriers, man, they get tossed around like it ain't nothing. All you people out there, serving our country and all that, thank you very much. But that even the people out there that are out there doing what they got to do, out there in that ocean for those reasons, you see those gigantic wall-size fucking waves and stuff like that where just, like, I've heard them say, like, the horizon just disappears. Like, oh, my goodness. And you don't see no land nowhere anyways. And this waves are just like, I mean, oh, my gosh. And I don't even know. I mean, they're trained so well, to keep their course and things like that. That is just so crazy. And the ocean's just throwing you around like you ain't nothing. Just like, slapping you around. Why are you hitting yourself? You know what I'm saying? Wow. But that stuff's kind of scary. So, you guys been hearing about Bezos. What's his name? Jeff Bezos. Is it Bezos or Bezos? Bozos? No, I'm just kidding. According to some people, it could be Bozos. They don't like this guy. A lot of people don't like this dude. It's crazy that a lot, like, some of the hate this guy gets. I'm not a fan of the guy, but I don't really know too much of the guy. Too much about him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too much about him, but I really don't like the guy. He just looks like kind of like an asshole. Like, just in his pictures, he's just always like, I'm an asshole. Like, he just has this look. But anyways, so people don't like this dude, and apparently they don't like him so much that they're petitioning to have him banned from, like, re-entering Earth when he comes back from Earth, when he goes out to space, because I guess he's going on that space mission, and he plans on going into space and then coming back, but they're trying to make sure that he's not allowed to come back. And they're trying to make a petition, or they're petitioning to see if they can stop him from re-entering Earth, and they want to ban him from the planet. You know what I'm saying? So they must hate, they really hate him. You know what I'm saying? I dislike him, but I don't really know nothing about him too much. Just some of the basics. You know what I mean? But they just, like, hate this dude. You know what I mean? Oh, man. They just don't like this guy. I also saw something where they were trying to, requesting him, or maybe petitioning him too. I don't even know, to purchase the Mona Lisa and then consume it. Yes, humans, they're trying to get this dude to buy the Mona Lisa and then eat it because they don't like this guy. They just hate this dude. It would be so crazy if he was around all those people that don't like him, because it would only be a matter of time before somebody crossed the boundary and put their hands on him. You know what I'm saying? And then once one person did, it would just cause all this crazy, you know what happens when we start going crazy. We take it all the way. But yeah, apparently there's some serious hate for this man, or some serious dislike. And that's just crazy. It's on some high levels. You know how you got, like, the government levels. He's got, like, government level classification of people with just hatred for this man. And that is craziness. So, also I saw in this news article, there was a couple photos, but they were kind of like really far away photos, so they kind of really, I don't even know if I'm going to share them, but they're like, there were some pretty crappy photos. But anyways, there was some live show in China, and apparently they were freaking out all the people that come to see this show. Like, they were scaring the whole audience, terrifying the whole audience. Excuse me. Because I guess apparently they had live wolves running on stage, like attacking the people on stage, you know, for the whatever this live play or whatever this live show was. And they weren't like harnessed or chained or nothing. They were like wolves running out on the stage, and they like, I guess the crowd was scared and running in fear. Like, I don't know if they were running in fear, but they were screaming and tripping out because there was big ass wolves on the stage. I'd be scared too. Like, man, you see what happens when people like do those crazy, like when animals attack. When were we going to learn your lesson? Because, like, how about that lady taking a picture with the bear? You know what I'm saying? And then the bear is just like, look, because you smell weird, or whatever perfume you had on, the bear was like, what the fuck is that shit? You know what I'm saying? That's like an attack to me. You know what I'm saying? She's like, it's Chanel number, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The bear was like, it sounds like fucking, you want to fight. You know, and the bear went after this lady. You know what I'm saying? And it would look like it was from the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's hair was like crazy feathered. You know what I'm saying? And this martial artist guy, you know, thought he could control the bear because he was dressed like Chuck Norris or something. You think you can control this wild animal when just because you got a karate gi on? I don't know what when you put the karate gi on, if you're not a real good martial artist, it doesn't make you any tougher. Ask Steven Seagal. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways. But they were scaring the fucking crowd like crazy. I would be scared too, man, if you saw some fucking wolves, you know what I'm saying, trampling through. The fucking, oh my gosh, I'd be so scared, man, because there's a place up here too, like, we used to go up to the UP and you go camping out there. It's a real pretty area up there. And on the way there's like a park, and you could take pictures with them. And I wouldn't do it. I'd be too afraid. I would just be like, nah, man, I don't know if I'm going to go mess with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm going to go mess with that. I don't know if I'm going to mess with that. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I don't know, man. I'd be tricking it out. You know what I'm saying? That shit would freak me the fuck out. I'd be too scared, and I think they would feel that fear in me or something, and I would probably get attacked. I wouldn't do it. I would not do it. All right, so I got a little reaction section here. I was thinking I was going to react on some of these drunk stages. You know what I'm saying? I see these people on, it's a little compilation of drunk people. And I'm going to look at some of these guys that are obliterated beyond belief. And I'm going to do my own, my own little, what do you call it? My own narration to some of these guys. You know? Like, take this gentleman here. You know when you hear the poltergeist? I would call this version the poltergeist. Because, like, for some reason, you're, like, reliving that same moment, like you rewound a couple times. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would call that one the poltergeist. Like, you just, like, you ain't going to make it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, everything just looks so difficult. So, you ever see those videos where people say, there's like a glitch in the Matrix? You know what I'm saying? And, you're like sitting there watching this video and you see this guy or you see those videos and they're filming a plane and the plane looks like it's just stationary. You know what I'm saying? And there's like, oh, there's a glitch in the Matrix. That plane is just sitting in one spot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think this is here. I've tried to break this video down a little further. I think this video here is what you would call more of a glitch of a Matrix. And when you look in the further, like when the guy's driving by, like the man's frozen in time. He's frozen in time. And it wasn't until they spoke to him when they started breaking him the time vortex and started bringing him back into reality. And then it was like Doctor Strange. and this like hill appeared in front of him. Some hill, and like the floor plates were moving in his universe and around his magnetic field, and it was forcing him to just lose balance in the matrix. So there he is looking at the ones and zeros as the matrix is forming in front of him. He's trying to explain to everybody, you know, as he just dodged a bullet. You know, somebody shot at him, and he was like Neo, and he just dodged it. And he's just letting everybody know you missed, you know. So that's what I saw there on that one, you know. That's what I was like, you know, I was like, man, this guy's like, I don't know, you guys had it all wrong. He wasn't drunk at all. This guy was fucking hiding the glitch in the matrix. He was like, you know, stuck, and you guys broke him from his spell. If it wasn't for you guys, he'd probably be still stuck, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get out. And let's see, I got another one here. Let me cue it up. So, where's he at? Okay. So like I said, man, when you got like what I like to call the Doctor Strange event or another glitch in the Matrix, like I said, people could be shooting all these bullets at this man, and you're not seeing all the bullets coming at him. You know what I mean? He was dodging them all, and one hit him finally. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, when you see there's all these glitches in the Matrix and people are trying to say, oh, this guy's wasted or something like that, you don't understand when the universe is a crazy thing. Like this man here. Look at this. You can't tell me they're not matrixed out. You know what I'm saying? You don't let your friends drive drunk. It's actually his motorcycle in the back. He's looking out for his homies right now. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate him. He's got a helmet on. You can hear it hitting the floor. And then you have this gentleman. You know, he's going to eat his food. He's super hungry. And he can't take it. You know what I'm saying? So he's so intense with the pizza, he wanted to taste it that fast. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like, if you ever remember the Zohan film, he's got some, some fizzy bubbly. Looks like he's got a pineapple fizzy bubbly. And here we have another one. Like I said, I like to call this the Doctor Strange event. Somebody just kind of tilted his plates and put these things in front of him, and all of a sudden, boom, a light post right in front of his face came out of nowhere. How are you going to explain that to somebody when it just came out of nowhere? You know what I mean? You're going to be a cruel man. You're going to, and you're going to hit him with the light post. So, when they say sometimes, like, they'll be like, oh, man, you're too old. You shouldn't be doing that stuff anymore. You're going to hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is a prime example. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always fun to dance. Everybody should have a good time. But, if you're feeling a little dizzy, maybe you should not try the moves you used to do when you was a teenager. So my man, took out a couple people with him. He's like, if I'm going out, I'm taking somebody with me. You know what I'm saying? And he took a couple people with him. That's just crazy. So, okay, this individual here, people would try to say like, oh man, this guy's crazy. But you can't see what he's seeing. You might not see what this guy is seeing. Okay, and he could be highly trained special agent, and people just don't understand what he's trying to show you right now. You know what I'm saying? People, you might not just understand when this guy's over here. Like, what did the poll say to him? You know what I'm saying? Look at him. He's telling you what's up. You want to fucking mess with him, and he's going to give it to you? Look at him. Go. Look at that hand speed. Look at the accuracy. And who knows? He was telling them what the deal is. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what he's capable of. He's like, he just saved his life. And then he makes up with it with a kiss. How nice. It's very nice of that man. First he beat the shit out of the pole. Then he made up with it. And they kissed and made up. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? And those were my drunken reactions. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, I'd appreciate it if you hit a like and subscription. And turn on those notifications because I'm here twice a week. And this has been another episode of Meant to Vent. Till next time, humans. See ya.